We do have a Sacrificial Skull. This map specifically is very good for fast expansion for Undead, as it is indeed very easy to creep. Sock also gonna go for the natural creep here. We'll have a fast level 2. Seeing a last hit here with a footy would be absolutely wonderful, but that is very unlikely to occur. Both players with a Gloves of Haste at the start. Oh, Archmage. Great items indeed. Gloves and Claws. Exactly what he wants.
Players' forces are under
and
attack.
pulls the peasants back for now, but we do have 4 farms, so this does certainly look like an expansion. Lich could use the Nova to get the level up. Oh, no. He got the footy! Oh, the first footy was surrounded. First big mistake by Sock in the early game. The footman count is very important, and while you do want to scout with a footy, you really have to make sure not to get it surrounded. That hurts a lot, actually. That was the level 2 for the Lich. And of course, a footy also going down.
Forces are under attack.
Militia creeping the green camp. Sock with an unusual play here. Happy is scouting for the natural, which is what we would expect normally. But Happy at the moment, not sure what's going on. He's hanging back a little while, wants to protect his expansion. Currently doesn't know where his opponent is. We can see Sock is creeping here at the green. He's gonna get level 3. But it seems like at this point it might even be too late for a counter expansion. I'm intently staring at this base. What is going on? The boys have been called. I guess it's gonna be an expansion in the end. This will be seen by the Skelly. Sock is very strong now against ghouls with the level 2 water elementals. How's Happy gonna deal with them? Nova on the AM right away. Will need some boots, I believe. And is gonna get him here. Sock will try for the counter expansion, but that is so late, dude. Look at Happy's expo. It is about 3/4 done. Getting an expansion cancel now would be absolutely massive for Sock. He's got 1 more water elemental at the ready. And that might be enough damage. I think that should indeed... Oh, seems like it is enough. Oh, but he doesn't TP on the Archmage. The next Nova kills him. Expansion cancelled, but AM died. Lich surrounded. What the hell? Out of nowhere, the Lich is surrounded. So he's dead as well. Lol. Okay. Level 3 Archmage timing. There you go, there you go. I think Happy's expansion may have been a little bit late. And this game was just turned on its head. Gonna have to go for the Tavern res. Not for the Archmage though. He's coming back from the altar. Oh, Water Elemental. Being blocked by the Acolytes. So the expansion, I think, should be coming up now. Question is, how many peasants will still fall? The Lich needs a bit more experience for level 3. Oh, doesn't want to get surrounded again. Dude, that surround kept Sock in the game. If the Lich doesn't fall, I think this game's basically over. Other footy's also hurt on low HP, and this game is, dare I say, pretty even, I think. Arcane Tower being cancelled. That's a big deal. This opens up more opportunity for more harass. Lich doesn't have boots, surprisingly, by the way. Normally he does. And the AM is about to be back. Wait. He cancelled it for the Tavern res. It seemed a bit unnecessary, but fair enough. Oh, he's got the boots. If you could kill the Lich here. Who doesn't have boots? Oh, the lack of boots. Becoming... Oh, okay. Not his death sentence. And in the end, a lot of peasants have indeed fallen. Some ghouls also in the main base, causing more trouble there. Another peasant might be falling here. Lich in the middle. He's gonna get the boots now. Expansion, not mining just yet, but Happy's expansion, of course, extremely delayed. And so is the tech. Neither player has started tier 2 yet, but should be happening very soon. Oh, Lich would love to eat a ghoul here. Get the next kill on the Archmage. Look at that regen scroll, baby.
Player's forces are under
Look
attack.
at that regen scroll. He's got it ready. Oh, good healing. And Happy's fighting so many peasant kills. Oh, the follow-up. The follow-up. Weird choice by Sock. Like, if he had gone for the Tavern res, I think he should have done it right away. The Archmage was almost back from the altar. Maybe the wrong choice to not just simply go for the Tavern res instantly. Which is back. He's almost got the Nova, and it's a level 2 Nova.
Forces are under attack.
Seems to me like Happy's in control again. He has started his tech. Sock's still only on tier 1. And the tech timing, the tech comparison in this matchup is so incredibly important. Water Elementals are doing a good job, but perhaps not quite good enough.
Player's
Archmage
forces
had a
are
big
under
experience advantage earlier. Now it has entirely evened out. The Lich may even take the lead soon. Alright, but Sock is stabilizing. He's gonna have the tower up soon. Water Elementals were holding. Archmage is healing. And the tech has finally begun. But that is 1.5 minutes behind the Undead. That is bad news. Very bad news. Of course, the reason being, on tier 3 with the frenzy timing, the human needs to be ready sooner rather than later. And oftentimes the human relies heavily on tier 3 production, namely knights. Finally, the Arcane Tower finishes. That gives Sock a bit of room to breathe.
A player's forces are under attack.
But Happy now, trying to keep evolving with the Lich, keep getting stronger. Getting closer to level 4, which is where the mana battery really starts kicking in. And here's the DK. Tier 2 is done. Tier 3 should be started any moment now. There it is. Slaughterhouses soon to be added, I am sure. Archmage again in trouble. May have to TP. Nova has a big range. Oh, eats the ghoul, but oh, not quite in range, it seems. Level 4 AM. What do you do? TP to the expansion, but still doesn't have a regen scroll.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sock under lots of pressure here, as we can clearly see. Both heroes now, level 4. Oh, the Archmage. Does he get out? Does he get out? He has to. He really has to. Nova. Right clicks. No units nearby for the Dark Ritual, but perhaps just right clicks are enough. Oh my god, that is so much XP. Level 4.5 on the Lich, and Sock has to give it up. GG is called, and Happy does get the 1-0 here in the end. But that first Archmage loss, dude, imagine if that doesn't happen. Great recovery with the Lich kill as well, but losing the Archmage there, too painful, apparently. And I wonder if that's a new approach. Just rush level 3 first on the Archmage. Don't even care about an expansion at all. Just rush level 3, run to the Undead, cancel his expansion, and then go for your own expo. I mean, it didn't work out on map 1, but that doesn't mean it can't work ever. In general, I think there might be something there. Of course, also it depends a lot on the map. Especially with a strategy like this. Level 3 creep route, very important. Worked out pretty well on Tidehunters. Ideally, you want to, use Militia on your side, creep there, also creep with the Archmage somewhere in the middle, like we saw, and then attack right away. Sock now has a choice between Autumn Leaves and Northern Isles. And the pick is indeed Autumn Leaves. It's been a long time since Sock was able to beat Happy the last time around. It was in 2019 in winter. Or autumn, I suppose. November, if you want to know the detail. Since then, it's been Happy all the way. And indeed, Happy has been a menace for almost every human out there. Only Fortitude, really, seems to regularly be able to make things very difficult for Happy. Autumn Leaves, a map where also fast expansions can be played on both sides, but also a map where more aggressive play from the undead can potentially be more rewarding. Especially since the undead expansion isn't so easy to play on this map. And I see a DK first. So definitely aggressive play. No expansion by Happy, but rather DK aggro into tier 3. Unless this is a very uncommon DK expansion, but I wouldn't think so. Shop also, as you can see in the back, doesn't want to have it exposed in front. We've seen in the past how that can become problematic against human. The worst thing Sock could do here is instant expand. But that is pretty much what you never want to do against undead, because the instant DK harass is too strong against it. So both gonna start off with a bit of creeping. That's the first footy. Oh, and it's surrounded again. Bad start again. Sock with the same mistake 2 games in a row. Getting the footy surrounded. Of course, it's hard also to prevent it against Happy, who's so quick at snapping those surrounds. Sock needs to hustle right now. Hustle, hustle. He knows the DK is going to be busier, longer than normal with his creep cam because he killed the footy first. Oh, but the Acolyte Scout is excellent. Acolyte's still alive.
Player's forces are under attack.
And the DK already on the way. Does he get level 2 already? No. Or, no. Needs 1 more kill for level 2. If Happy gets 2 last hit steals here, it would be a huge success, but it's too late for 2. So, can only hope for the Taskmaster, which would also be big. Big moment. And the coil is too late. Okay, nicely done by Sock, realizing he had the time to creep this camp before the DK was ready. But now come the ghouls. The militia duration is over. All the peasants are super exposed. Even using a coil on a ghoul. Good damage coming out from the Archmage, though. You can see quite a few ghouls having to be sent back already. But the expansion is certainly noticeably delayed, with the undead tech having started. Put the speed purchase. I like that. Sells the pendant. 1 peasant should be enough for the level 2, by the way. Always a huge level up for the DK. Denying the experience here would be enormous. There we go. Great deny. But Happy secures now the level 2 via the coil. So, 3 peasants dead so far. No, wait, 2. 2 peasants. This is going to mark the 3rd. And the expansion has been delayed significantly. Oh, Sock didn't even creep the full camp. That's kind of cool, because you want to be faster with the expansion. Great game sense here, but... Oh, and even triggers an end stay on a ghoul. That's kind of cool.
Player's forces are under attack.
wasn't too many peasants going down, but the expansion was still immensely delayed. Peasants now coming out again, going to the other gold mine, will be expanding in the middle, which is going to be even easier to attack, by the way, for tier 3 timing. Speaking of tier 3 timing, dude, it's going to hit soon. It's going to hit really soon. Tier 2 is almost finished. Tier 2 is almost finished, and the expansion hasn't even started yet. Oh, DK almost surrounded here. Just with the DK only, it's very hard to get anything done. Well done by Sock. Secures all the last hits for himself. And that is level 3. Sock's counterattack will have to be very impactful. He's got 6 footies and a level 3 Archmage. He's in a decent position to counterattack well. And should be able to delay the tier 3, I believe. He was able to slow down the expansion a lot, but he suffered in creeping. He's so far away from level 3. Happy, though, is a master at this base defense. Just with a handful of ghouls, I've seen him work magic before. Slaughterhouse is going to be cancelled. Oh, you don't want to get the Archmage surrounded if you can prevent it, but he is surrounded. It's an easy end to the harass. And I think a bit sloppy by Sock, exposing the Archmage so easily to a surround. And once the TP is triggered, Happy can force or start the tier 3 right away. And that's tier 3 beginning before the human expansion is finished. But at least the tier 2 is also very fast for Sock because, well, he had lots of lumber. There was again plenty of footmen falling, but also a couple of ghouls being traded. And Happy's heroes surprisingly low level. This is something we almost never see. 2 and 1 only. And the Archmage has been doing a good job. Lots of water elementals always. Good levels on him. Double rings, not so good for him, but will be very nice for the MK. We should be coming soon. Very few towers at the moment, which is a concern for Sock. Against destroyers and ghouls, the human will need towers. Sock knows he has to get ready. He knows tier 3 is right around the corner. And this is why Happy's building a shop here, by the way. If the shop was here, it would be much more easily attackable. So Happy making some mini adjustments. Let's take a look at Sock's base. How ready is he? We've got kind of a wall. We got up to 3 towers coming. Tier 3 in the main. It is not many towers, though, to be honest. And the DK just got the level 3. Frenzy, Destroyer. We've seen it 1,000 times. Happy could opt for a 3rd hero here. In the past, it would have been the Pit Lord. Nowadays, it seems like the Dark Ranger is more popular. The first guard tower. You don't want to lose it. You don't want to lose it. Mass repair. Oh my god, he just holds on. Just holds on to it. And now the fiends are stuck. Great trap. And here comes the Dark Ranger. Goes for the Lich right away. That is a surround, but also a counter surround with the statues. Happy with a good counterplay. And so far, I think actually nothing has died yet, which is kind of insane. Stormbolt on the fiend. No frost armor yet, I believe. Coil flies, MK dead, 1 fiend falls as well. That's level 2 for the Lich. With that, we should have frost armor now. Indeed we do. And no destroyers being morphed yet, interestingly. Time for the towers was bought. We have 3 towers here now. 4th one coming. Great positioning on these towers. And Sock is still alive. But of course, the danger is far from over. Waiting for more production, getting another ziggurat ready as well. This would be the time for web normally. And Happy's gonna fall back, especially with destroyers. You can creep very fast. These center camps are very rewarding in items and experience. Ankh of Reincarnation, not the best certainly, but might find some use. And here we go. It's morphin time, baby. Ziggurat about to finish. Could be 3 destroyers in the air. No web, I believe. Still no web for Happy. Risky choice, it seems like. Trying everything now to break those towers. 1 tower falls. A lot of time was bought as well. That's the advantage of the Dark Ranger. In these small, scrappy fights, the Dark Ranger can also attack the air units. The towers seem to be holding. All the ghouls are gone. And now it's just the fiends and heroes and destroyers. Plus not to be forgotten the statues. But Happy again unable to break this expansion. Has 2 ghouls at home. So he still doesn't have enough lumber for web. That's the upgrade Happy at the moment desperately needs. Web is 150 lumber. The more destroyers that the undead has, the less effective the army is in the end, in the late game, once the counters are there. And gyros are perhaps the best counter in the game against destroyers. Probably they are, right? I think so. But it's a numbers question. The higher the count of destroyers and gyros goes, the better it goes for gyros. Also with flak cannons, of course, but also of the limited availability of web. So I'm trying to set up for a flank. It's nighttime. He's waiting for the militia to come in. And now he's going to collapse. Onto the first field right away. And that field is gone. Supply is still dead even, but here with the militia support, Stock is very strong in the defense. Gonna force Happy back. Or at least that is the intention. Nice surround. Oh, does he have it? Yes, he does have the surround. And so he's getting big kills. Stock for the first time takes a supply lead. Also, he got level 4 on the Archmage. And he's got the triple hero now. And I would say Stock now officially favored in this game. But Happy's levels are starting to get there. 4-3-2. He also found a Soapy Mask, which is amazing for the DK. And the gyros have certainly taken over air control. Web finally is ready, but it seems a bit too late. Stonebolt flies. The Fiend was far in the back, hard to get the kill on this one. Oh! Sort of gets this around. Nice movement. Great movement by Sock. Getting this Fiend kill was not easy at all. Takes that one out as well. And the gyros hunt down the destroyer. That is another 5 supply gone. And he's always trying to counter with his own anti-surround. And this time the Fiend is saved. Frost Armor, of course, here being still a big help. Oh, the Dark Ranger. She finds herself in the surround as well. There's one coil. That's the only one. MK getting targeted, but he's so tanky. Look at all those rings and potions. Stabs him out. Oh, Happy transferred the Ankh. Ooh, that was cool. I didn't even realize. Ankh saves the Dark Ranger, returns her to the world of the living. And there we go. That's our Dark Ranger level 3. That's another meaningful level up. destroyers are all gone, and Happy can't really go into destroyers again, I would say, because the gyro counter is already,
A player's forces are
well,
under
too
attack.
available. So I'd love to see, perhaps, either a Sanctum right now, or, yeah, this is the one, Griffin Aviary. Either Sanctum for Sorks or Griffin Aviary. I feel like once the destroyers are taken care of, you want to play some kind of a transition. Knight's Gyros is what you need first to stabilize and to survive, but once you have gotten past this point, you want to add either Sorks or Griffins. I like the Griffins here a lot. Of course, also go well with light attack upgrades. Well, damn from the pally. Good thing he's got that Holy Light. I'm always looking for the Fiend kills. Since there's no Dark Ritual yet, it's not so easy to deny experience, and every bit of experience is valuable for these human heroes. If Pally and MK make it both to level 3, it is enormous improvements. Happy's not trying to go for Banshees. I think that would take too long. And seems like Happy's army is dwindling away. Losing a few fiends here and there, statues here and there. Wouldn't be too surprised if he's going to tap out soon. He's going to lose 2 more units here. And I think with these 2 fiends falling, I feel like this is it, honestly. Happy has been losing a lot. Sock also has been losing a few units, but he's got way more income. He's got some staffs as well he can use to save his units. Double staff already. Might go for a third one soon.
Player's forces are under attack.
Happy's not letting go of the pressure. And the first Griffin is queued. Oh, Stormbolt flies, and the Dark Ranger dies. Holy Light is there to secure the kill. First Griffin, though, getting sniped quickly. Without armor upgrades, they die very easily, to be honest. Happy smartly disabled the web for a little while, the autocast, to have it ready for the Griffins. Lesser undeads, like myself, would always have web turned on and waste it on the gyros. And we're starting to see the levels. 4-4-3. Now I'm happy. Sark's been playing a good game here, but he still doesn't have the killer army, especially because he's lacking upgrades. Only 1-0 on the Knights, 1-0 on the Griffins. No Fiends anymore. Griffins now are king. That's why Griffins and Knights go so well together. Because the Knights deal so well with the Fiends normally. And Griffins are the best thing you can have against statues. It's also nice against A-bombs, but statues really are the bigger threat. Happy always has to kite backwards. Happy still has a clear win condition. If he can establish an expansion when his main runs out, and he can turn this game back into one base without being too far behind army size wise, Happy can still win this. A safe play for Sock perhaps would be to try to go for a third base, if he doesn't want to be more aggressive. MK already got level 3. Paladin level 3 would be the big next level up. Big mana potion here also. Excellent.
A town is under siege. A player's force.
Peasants still keep on suffering at the expansion. Oh, Lich finds himself almost surrounded. Lots of damage from the Knights, and also the Orb of Fire doing a good job. Oh, MK targeted instantly though with the Invuln. Love the Militia call by Sock, by the way. Over and over, Militia helping out from the main base. And that can't be underestimated. Like, that additional normal damage, especially against Fiends, is relevant. Paladin level 3. This is the big next step that is still missing for some. Griffins pumping out the damage now. It's only 1-0, but it's still good DPS. Lich again, getting targeted. Lots of statues on the ground, by the way. Griffins now, looking towards the statues. They give more experience nowadays, as you guys may remember. Pally is... Oh, he got the level 3. Pally just got the level 3 level up, and that's a big one. That's a huge one. 20 supply lead, but it doesn't have to be the end of things. Next Griffin goes down, there's level 5 on the DK. Now the nuke is really dangerous, and the human heroes, all out of mana. Well, not the Archmage, but the other two. Coil Nova! The Archmage, of course, so squishy. Goes down there right away. Big kill. Has to go for the Tavern res. That's expensive. And Happy's still alive. But Sock sees that there's no expansion here yet, so he doesn't have to be concerned about it. Whew. Quite the entertaining tug of war here we're having on map 2.
A player's forces are under attack.
Main base is about to run dry. And this is normally when the undead breaks. And there's no income anymore at some point. Big Indolent Potion, very good item against all that hero focus we've been seeing. Also these skellies now from creeping for the mana for the Lich, very good. Happy's using this time to recover. So I got level 4, I wonder if we should retrain on the MK maybe. Clap could be good. But I guess there's better stuff to spend your money on. Archmage, very frail. Not even 600 HP on him. He absolutely could be nuked. We saw Happy's sniper eye there already. Supplies even again. Somehow. Magically.
Forces are under attack.
The supply is even again. Happy, does he have the gold for the expansion? I think so. But the damage of the fiends. You can see when the knights connect, it's big deeps. Destroyers have mana at the moment. This way I can take the fight against the gyros. There's not too many gyros left anymore. Level 5 on the Archmage. Do you go for Water Elementals? Or is that just a feed? He did go for Water Elementals. Happy hasn't started the expansion yet. He has the resources now, though. There we go. I guess he was lacking lumber, maybe. No more blacksmith means no more knights. Oh my god, is Happy really doing it? 1 base versus 2 base. Twitch chat getting ready to whine. I can feel it. And the gyros, they're not active anymore. Where are the gyros? They need to help out against the destroyers. Of course, on the human side, it's hard to always have the perfect mix of knights, gyros, griffins. Happy is still very even in supply. This Sobi mask, by the way, has been worth incredible amounts. Dark Mage level 4, this means you can fairly reliably get a double silence now. Sok must be thinking to himself, what the hell, dude, why won't you just die? How hard is it to kill you? And yeah, no blacksmith, no knights at the moment. Ooh, all the peasants so hurt. DK, far up front. Perhaps in danger of getting surrounded. The MK is looking for the targets. Stormbolt, that's a kill. Griffin gets her up on the other side. That's also a kill. Big Nova hits the knights as well. Now come the gyros. Where have they been? Where have they been, these gyros? Seems like they're late to the party. Almost getting a kill there, but that destroyer is also saved. Expansion almost ready. Light will be up. DK low HP, MK out of mana, but the Paladin has lots of mana himself. And suddenly all the fiends are gone again. Happy had a brief stint here of where he was looking very good, but now Sok again seems to have taken control. And the destroyer goes down, and Happy has like no units left. It seems to be only the heroes. And again we see the effectiveness of gyros against destroyers, even if it's just 0-0 gyros. Paladin now level 4, and I think this is finally it. Whoo, Sok under pressure, Happy with some great play there as well. Was able to keep this game competitive for the longest time. But in the end, the expansion advantage too much, as it is kind of supposed to be. Great game though. Wonderful back and forth, and brings us to a third and deciding map. Yeah, maybe the Griffin choice. Not the best. Honestly, these Griffins looked a bit wasteful. As we saw, when they get webbed and they don't have upgrades, they do die very fast. Maybe Sorks would have been better. But it's hard to tell. You know, in that ultra late game, there is still room for experimentation. All right. Let's hop into map number 3 and the decider. Thank you, by the way, for real PJ with the resub. Says 7 weeks paternity leave without back to Warcraft. I love my little boy, but I also love Remo, Demo, and Neo. Love to be back again. Great to have you back, homie. Congrats as well. I hope family life is treating you well. Happy with the ghoul build here, unsurprisingly. This seems to be certainly the way that you have to go nowadays. TeD Fiend build just doesn't seem to be cutting it anymore against the top dogs. Is it going to be a fast expansion or not yet? That's my question. It is a Lich, which can mean fast expo, but doesn't have to. It was a few months ago when I saw an amazing build by Fortitude on this map, where he went for the Tuskar creep first, and then from this camp, of course, you get level 2. And then he ran across the map right away and dissuaded Happy from creeping this camp and expanding himself. He got his peasant count up, got his militia ready, and then ran over to his natural, crept that for level 3. So he ended up having the faster tech and the faster expansion. He won that game and looked outstanding. And since then, I've seen this creep route and opening build way less, and I couldn't understand why. It looked so good. It looked like the perfect counter. It looked like this would make this map a human map in this matchup. So I wonder if Sog is going to do that as well. Creep this, get level 2, pick up the item, run across and harass, or if he's going to play it more passively. Like I said, when I saw it being played aggressively, it looked really, really good. Sog this time must also make sure not to lose the footman. This is an important part of the army. Or at least not to lose it easily. If Footy gets something done in his demise, it's worth it. But you don't want to waste the footman's life. Big Invo potion, by the way, pretty bad, I would say. Big heal, 1 of mana steal. Are the best, I would say, for the early game. And as you can see, the timing is perfect. You see this? Happy's trying to start the expansion, and the human shows up right away for the harass. That's exactly what Fortitude was playing, and this normally forces the undead to abandon this camp. Not forever, but for a good amount of time. In the meantime, the human can get up his peasant count, and of course, once he's ready, he can run to his expansion, creep it, and build it faster because of the power of power build, I guess. Ooh, starts the tech on 1 base. Wah wah wee wah. And so does Happy, I guess. Oh, another militia being called to the green camp. This is a great opening so far for Saw. That secures that last hit. That's of course the big advantage of the Nova. Oh, and the Archmage Gets punished for his greed. Happy knew he wanted to go for the item. Punishes the AM. He doesn't die, but lost a lot of HP. Great save also on the wheel. The Nanai game, though, looking pretty good. And honestly, I think Happy's kind of satisfied with this kind of a game. I think if it's one base, Happy's always glad to play that game. Then it's all about creeping and fair micro conditions in the late game. He's not playing a tier 2 expansion, is he? That would be very unlike Happy. Both heroes very close to that level 3. Oh, and the Archmage gets it perfectly. Healing up nicely as well. Healing so fast here with the replenish and the regen scroll. That's nice. Maybe full HP in no time.
Attack.
Happy sharking around. Where is the opponent? With the sentries now, he saw him. And we'll have level 3 momentarily. Easy kills here, of course, for the Lich. What do we have on the human side? Rifle Priests. Most likely with tier 3 inner fire at some point. Can be very good if you get to very high supply. But up until at least 55, this is normally undefavored. Because then you can easily get kills with Coil Nova, with target fire, and get skeletons with a Dark Ranger and stuff. This is a hard style to make work for human. He's bringing in the rifles very aggressively, losing the first Rifleman. Oh my god. Suck. So aggro against a level 3 Lich timing. This, I have to say, looks very questionable. He just lost 3 units and got nothing in return. Except for arguably slowing down the DK's creeping. Like, if you do that when the MK is ready, I would say, okay, fair enough, you can get some kills. But the MK wasn't ready. And Happy also perfectly sees when the MK is coming because Happy's got the sentries in the middle. For the longest time, this was Happy's favorite map and one of his most successful. And here also, on map 3, this game is unfortunately looking quite one-sided so far. Second Rifleman dies as well. Yikes. MK stole the item. That is nice. Sucker's been losing so many units. And his tech is much later. Which is also very relevant for the third hero. Oh, last hit steal. That's level 2. Another mistake there by Sock. You really have to use the Stormbolt there to get the last hit. Sock partly with great plays today, and partly with big mistakes today. Mistakes that you cannot afford against the Hapster.
A player's forces are under attack.
Tier 3 now done. We have Frenzy and Destroyers coming right away. Sock also sniping the big item here, but only the Quel'Thala's boots. That is literally the worst item. I guess Scourge World time is worse, but you know what I mean. Happy doesn't have the gold for the Dark Ranger yet, but once he does, And once Frenzy's finished, I feel like this is going to be a very easy fight for him. Now he does. Here's the Dark Ranger. Say hello to Black Arrow. Militia come, but too late. Once again, some more rifles going down, and these militia will be turned quickly. Oh my god, the Nova. Into skeletons. Yeah, and this is what I meant. Early fights, scrappy fights, always favor the undead. If the human gets in the super late game with high-level heroes, with master training, with tons of rifles, with tons of upgrades, then it's a different story. But early on, these skirmishes definitely favor the undead. Especially, of course, since Sok lost the first 2 riflemen that he made. I think the mistake was just teching in the first place. I think when Sok was down here, and he was forcing Happy to run back, I think he should just return home, expand himself with like 8 peasants, and then he would have had the expansion and a pretty timely tech. Four 3-2 levels against 3-2 levels. This basically means Happy's an entire level 4 hero ahead, which is outrageous. That really signifies how immense the lead is in this game.
Players' forces are under attack.
MK again doesn't have clap, which means ghouls will always be effective. I feel like this is not the right thing to do, really. Skipping clap. And Happy's always ready to creep jack. Aim will have to TP, but if he does, he loses the camp. He's already behind. Sok knows this game is over. Great attempt by Sok. Really amazing play at times, but a few mistakes too many to beat one of the best players that has ever touched this game. Happy, in the end, rather convincingly, wins his series 2-1